I remember the day I got my student visa approved for US. The time simply flew after that. The next thing I remember is my parents were dropping me off at the Mumbai airport and we were all in tears. So if you have secured your student visa, huge congratulations. Today we are going to talk about some important things that you need to get done as soon as your visa gets approved, because guess what? You don't have much time left. Let's get started. Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. This is Nistha, founder of Scholar Strategy and your career mentor. If you're new here, we talk everything about studying abroad, particularly in US, and also general career advice and job hunt updates, etc. By the way, please do give a thumbs up to this video. It really helps us pleasing the YouTube gods, So yes, please do like and subscribe to the channel if you're finding our tips useful. Now, getting back to today's video, we are talking about 9 things that you should do as soon as you get your F1 student visa approved. And number 1 thing is book your flight to US as soon as possible to save some money and avoid last minute stress. Now, some airlines do give out student packages, student deals. For example, they might give extra baggage allowance to students, etc. if you have a F1 visa. So do check out for those kind of deals. Also, I like using Skyscanner these days because it kind of compares the flight rates across different websites and shows you the best possible prices available. So yes, if you do this early enough, you will have time to keep looking for best prices and best deals. So yes, check out these kind of tools and try to get the maximum discount possible on your flight tickets. Second thing is, if you are working, then submit your resignation if you already haven't. So now I had already informed my manager about my plans because in fact I had taken a LOR from him. So he knew about my study plans. So the company had reduced my notice period. And so I submitted my resignation soon after my visa and served the notice period. If you have long notice period, you should try negotiating it. Now, some people try to keep working till the last minute to get that extra paycheck, but my advice is resign soon and spend more time with your family and friends because you're really going to miss them after this point. Third point is join the WhatsApp and Facebook groups of your university. So here, they do post some interesting and helpful information like, student orientation. They will give you a student ID to log into the university websites, etc., where you can see the job portal. So you can see the TA-ship openings, etc. there. So make sure you join these groups on time. Also, students tend to discuss other things about travel things or booking accommodation together, etc. So I feel like these groups are very, very useful. You should be active on them to also be seen as a an incoming student who is proactive, and also network early, make friends with other students, and also get in touch with your academic advisors, etc. So very helpful to join these groups. Fourth point is look for student accommodation. Now, I find it helpful to book something from India itself and not wait till the last minute when you reach US and then start looking for something. Because what happens is in some of these smaller university towns, there are not that many apartments. And if you book early, then you can find a better location, something closer to your campus. By the way, in your first year, I highly recommend getting a housing or apartment as close to the campus as possible so that you can just simply walk down there, and it's also better from the security perspective, right? So what I feel is it's better to book something from India itself. Now you can find these kind of things. There are Facebook groups, or there might be other groups on other social media. So just join them and keep a lookout for apartments. I highly recommend getting roommates in your first year. So I booked a 3 BHK apartment in Champaign when I went to UIUC, and I shared it with 2 other Indian girls. So I highly recommend having roommates because first year can be a bit lonely. You're trying to settle in this new environment, getting everything in place. So it's good to have company around, And in second year, I then moved to a studio apartment because I kind of wanted to live on my own, because until then I had always lived at home with my parents, so I really wanted to live alone. So in second year I moved to a studio apartment. But I think I was thankful that in my first year I had these other friends to share my place with, because there are moments you will feel low, you will miss India, and it's good to just have people around you. Okay, so that said, look out for accommodation, because there is short supply sometimes, and the leases usually run from August to August, which follows the university cycles, because towns like Urbana and Champaign, they're just university towns, so mostly it's students living in these apartments. So good apartments get rented out early, and if you keep waiting till the last minute, then you will not find a good apartment later on. So I do feel that you should book something early on. Now that said, there are a lot of scams also going on. I heard this in Germany, in Canada also, and I bet it's happening in US. In New York, I've heard of some cases in which people showed you the apartment online on Facebook or something, and then you make the deposit and then the person vanishes. So it turns out that it was not a legit listing. It was not his apartment to show. The guy just took your deposit money and ran away. So because you are booking something from India itself, you're not there in person. So you need to do that extra due diligence. You might talk to some senior in this university town. They can go and check out the apartment on your behalf, or at least make sure that this looks like a legit listing. Also, if you're sharing with other people, then they might have also done their due diligence. So these two other girls, one girl had finished bachelor's from UIUC, and she was on campus itself, so she had seen the apartment. So I knew that I had that much benefit of doubt that this girl has already seen the apartment, and that's what made me comfortable to go ahead and sign the lease. So please do your due diligence, because you do not want to fall prey to such fraudulent listing, and you don't want to lose out on that deposit money. So if anything is feeling off, if somebody is showing you the listing, pressurizing you to sign the lease ASAP, not being completely transparent, if it's sounding off, then beware, it could be a fraud listing. So just be aware of those scams. But other than that, yes, try to book your accommodation sooner rather than later. Fifth point is learn to drive if you haven't. You will feel handicapped in US if you cannot drive, because most of the cities, the public transport is not there, or at least it doesn't cover all part of the cities, right? So if you have to commute anywhere, or if you want to be independent and not take the bus all the time, which is not even possible, when it's especially in harsh winters, you can't be taking bus to do your grocery every week. So do get your driving license, and because get used to renting cars, driving it out there, because that's how the lifestyle works, and cabs are very expensive, so you cannot afford cabs there. You will have to rent out cars and do your chores, and if you have roommates, maybe at least one roommate is having a car is a big plus. So but do learn to drive, otherwise you will be dependent on other people, and it's a very frustrating experience. Sixth point is check out the immunization requirements at your university. Now US universities have a lot of immunization requirements. For example, I'm showing you this one from Oregon State University. As you can see here, they ask for measles, hepatitis, tetanus vaccines, etc. Now, it's possible that you have gotten these vaccines, but we don't keep those certificates. We don't have the proof of those vaccinations. So I recommend that you go visit your family doctor and get the required certificates from them that yes, this person has been given the following vaccines and the dates of them, etc. But yes, US universities take these vaccines very seriously. So make sure that you have the necessary immunization as well as paperwork for it. I remember I had to even get, I think, a TB test done because apparently Indians are more susceptible to TB. So some of the universities ask for that as well. So please check out the vaccine requirements and make sure your medical paperwork is in place. Number 7 is get your basic dental, eye and health checkup done and stock up on the necessary medicines, for example, crocins, painkillers, acidity medicines, etc., etc. Because the thing is, many of the medication in US requires prescription. That means you have to visit the doctor and it's very, very expensive. So I used to take a lot of the basic medicines here from India itself, and it saved me a lot of hassle. Like in my student years, I don't think I ever required medication from US because I had my ample supply from India itself, and that always helps. Number 8 is connect with Indian seniors in your university, because they are the ones who will be helpful in your initial days as you're settling down there. So if you don't know any family or friends around in the university, please connect to other Indians on campuses, and this is really helpful because right from the moment when you land in the campus, you will need someone to take you to your apartment with all those baggages, etc., right? And if you don't want to spend on cabs, what we used to do is so there used to be the Indian Graduate Student Association, IGSA, at each university. So I contacted the IGSA team, and they used to handle the pickup of new incoming students. So somebody will pick me up from the bus station, because I was taking a bus from Chicago to Champaign. So somebody picked me from there and then dropped me at my apartment, which was really helpful. So in those initial days when you don't know anything about US, they will help you, they will show you around the campus, they will help you in getting your bank account open, or getting the basic stuff like applying for SSN, getting a SIM card, etc. So make sure you connect with some Indians in your campus, somebody who you can reach out to in case of emergency or when you need help, etc. And last point is take a good time out and chill with your parents and close friends. The thing is, you're going to miss them a hell lot once you move abroad. So make sure you spend these last few weeks spending a good time with them and creating some good memories for yourself. So that's it, guys. Those were the some things which I feel you can think of once you get your student visa done. I'm sure this is going to be a very emotional time for you and your families. In fact, I am feeling so excited because we have been doing videos for more than a year now. So I feel like I have been with you guys in this whole application journey. So if you're heading to US, please tell me your journey in the comments, and how, if our videos have helped you with anything, I would love to hear that, because I do feel that I'm part of that journey as well now. So hope this helps. All the best to you guys. I cannot wait to see what tremendous things you're going to do and what updates you will send to us. So take care, all the best, and make the most of this phase in your life. I really loved my time in US, and I hope you will too. So leave your comments and any feedbacks for us in the comment section below, and I will see you guys next week with a fresh new video. Until then, take care. Bye bye.